Okay, I don't know how this keeps happening. So this happened on the last sign too. My border, like I'll measure 1.5 inches in so I know where to put my pencil. Then I make sure I measure, so the diameter of the sign is 32 inches. I measure in to the middle 16 inches in. So I know where the middle of the sign is. So I know where to place like the anchor point, I guess, of the compass thing. I measure across and I measure from the top of the circle too, and where they meet in the middle, that's where I put the anchor of the compass. I don't know how to explain it. Like the little point that sits that holds it in place while you spin it around. And I always get a circle that is not 1.5 inches all the way around. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like my husband helped me with the first one because I was just like, how did I mess this up? So I did the same technique that he told me to do the last time. And I'm still not, like, I'm convinced that these are not cut properly. Like they're cut wonky, I think, the circles, the signs. And I think that's probably where my issue is. So I think I need to, I don't know. Nothing just can't be easy, huh? I low-key just want to be like, screw it and just go with it. No, I'll figure something out. Hey guys, so today is, I think the last time I spoke to y'all was last week sometime. Today's Monday. As you can see, I finished the braid painting. So I have that one done, this one done. They both need to be varnished. Let me give you a better shot of this one. There you go. They both need to be varnished. And this one is almost dry. I see a little bit of a wet spots right there. But this one is almost ready for its portrait. So I'm on sign number 3. In order for me to stay on schedule, this sign has to be done by tomorrow, which I think I can do. I finished this blue one earlier than expected. So I probably should have worked more over the weekend, but I probably should have worked on this current one over the weekend, or at least started it. But I also was working at 911 over the weekend, so that was kind of difficult for me to do. I'm not trying to like burn myself out or anything like that. But yeah, so I should be able to get it done. My only, not really a problem, but the only thing I feel like is going to be a little bit of a challenge is normally so what I've been doing with these big circle signs and what I do with pretty much all of my paintings, even the ones on canvas, is I'll put them on an easel, and I have a projector that I use to project my drawing onto the canvas, and then I trace the drawing onto the canvas just because it's so much easier that way and it's a lot quicker. But I normally try to do it at night or closer to the evening time when the sun is not super bright out right now, like it is right now. So I'm going to attempt to do that today. I have my blinds closed. So hopefully once I turn off the light in here, hopefully it'll project well enough for me to be able to see it on the sign. We shall see. Because I really don't want to wait until nighttime to start painting. I want to get the sketch on here now and start painting now, and then maybe take a break when everybody gets home or when the family gets home do dinner and all that good stuff. And then later on in the evening, come back to work on it some more. And then I'm off tomorrow too. So I'll work on it tomorrow as well, as long as it's done by tomorrow night. So that way, or I'd rather it done by tomorrow afternoon. That way tomorrow night I can start prepping the next sign and start working on it. Was it Wednesday morning before I go to work on it a little bit. But yeah, so we're gonna do this one now. Like I said, the paint is pretty much almost dry. I just need to get the picture projected on it, and then these two need to be varnished. Yeah. Also, side note, so these signs have like these things attached to the back of them. I guess what they're going to use to hang the signs, but there were like no instructions given to me as far as what side is the right side up type of thing. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the back of the sign. They all look like this. They have like the wooden pieces right here and that little metal thing in the middle. And I was looking at them yesterday. Like at first I'm like, they have these arrows, all the signs have these arrows on the back of them. And I'm just like, so are the arrows telling you which way is up? Like on the other side of this, I painted it to where the arrows were like up on the back. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, if I'm doing like a horrible camera job. But with the arrows up like that, the little wooden thingies are like side by side like that. But then I was looking at them yesterday, and I'm like, well, if they're supposed to go on a pole, maybe the right side up is this. Like the pole would sit inside this part, what rests in there, and then they'd use this to add a strap maybe or something. But if that's the case, I messed this up, because if it's sitting that way, that makes my painting sideways. But like I said, when I picked up the signs, they didn't mention, oh, it needs to sit this direction. They didn't mention it in any of the emails. So both the ones that are finished don't sit that way, like the way I painted them. So I'm kind of nervous that I messed something up. I emailed my contact there at the city to get clarification. So I'm just waiting for them to email me back. But the new one that I'm working on now, I'm just going to paint it with it turned the other way, to where like the wooden pieces are like one over top of the other. And I'll do the rest of them like that too, because I'm suspecting that's the way it's supposed to go. I don't know. But yeah, I had pointed out to my husband, and he was like, well, if that's the case, then we can always like, I don't know. We were like going to unscrew the pieces and like screw them back on in a different direction to where my painting sat right side up. But I'm like afraid to do that, because then that's making more holes. So I don't know. Hopefully she responds back with, oh, it doesn't matter. But I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. But anyway, let's get this projection situation going. So I keep my projector right over here. This is my drafting table, drawing desk, my everything desk. My projector's over there, and across the way is my setup. So I have the cord plugs into my tower here, so whatever is showing on my computer screen will now project from the projector onto the big circle sign. So let's plug in. Let's turn this on. Let's turn the lights off because it's gonna make it a little difficult to see. Okay, so that's done. I would show it to you, but it's really hard to see because it's pencil. You probably can't really see much of it. Yeah. I don't know how much you can see on this camera. But anyway, so that's done. I'm gonna move this back over to the other side because it's easier to paint there because I like to have my reference photo and like my proposed color palette and everything up on the computer screen. So it's easier for me to work over there where my computer is. So I'll move my setup to that part of the room. So this is the drawing that I transferred onto the sign. I'm going to change out the flowers because in this drawing there are actually carnations in her hair, but I'm going to change them to roses because the city that I'm doing this for, they're known for like their rose garden. So that's why this painting has the roses. And so to kind of tie it all together, I'm going to change these carnations to roses. such a mess in here. Hey, so it's the next day. It was pouring down raining last night and early this morning, like pouring down, wind howling. I slept through it all because last night I took me some ashwagandha and I had some hibiscus tea, which both lower your blood pressure. So, and I'm on blood pressure medication. So I was like so tired last night by 8:30. I'm like, I'm going to bed, get me a good night's sleep. And then it was raining and pouring, so that helped me sleep more. And then this morning, my alarm clock went off at 6 for me to get the kids ready for school. And I was like, I don't feel like getting up. Like, I'm enjoying this sleep right now. It's pouring. My husband's car is in the shop, so he had my car, so I couldn't even drive the kids to school if I wanted to. So I was just like, forget it. We're taking a mental health day, I guess. So yeah, I didn't get the kids up for school. I attempted to, and then both of them were like not trying to get up either. And I was just like, same kid, same. So I just went back to bed. But I'm up now. It is 11 something or other. Let me show you how much I've got done so far. And I am talking and the microphone is on the other side of the desk. Sorry for that. But yeah, let me show you what I've got done so far. We're still here. I'm hoping to have this finished by today, which I think I can do it. I'm so used to like an oil painting timeline where it's like you can't just keep going over stuff with oil paint. I mean, you could, but that's not the technique that I normally use. So I'm always like, oh my God, am I going to be able to finish this? And I'm just like, it's acrylic. I should be able to finish it because I can go right back over it like 5 minutes later and it won't cause any issues. So I just need to like put my head down, buckle in, and just go for it. And that's what I'm going to do. So I really want to I really want to stay on my timeline because tomorrow I am supposed to start sign number 5. Side note, I don't know if you guys remember, I had mentioned earlier in the vlog about the hanging mechanism on the back of the signs and try to get clarification on how that all is supposed to work. They haven't responded back to me yet, so I'm still waiting on that. That's all I got going right now. So we're just gonna get started and finish this up. So I'll hit you guys back up later. I don't think I'm going to record the rest of this. I'll just hit you guys back up when I'm done with it and give y'all an update. So yeah, bye. Okay, so here is the finished product on that. I think it came out pretty good. So they're my flowers. And I added some like flower petals kind of falling down. I was supposed to put like another one right there, but I felt like it was going to be too much going on with like the big flower there, then a big flower petal on, and then the colors were going to kind of meld together because it's going to be like another one of these big petals like that. Another one of those I was going to put down there. But I felt like it was too much going on. So this is what we have. I'm still not 100% satisfied with her face, but I'm just going to leave it alone because I feel like if I keep messing with it, it's going to look worse. This shadowing looks way more vibrant on the camera. It's not that vibrant in person. It looks weird on the camera, but I've been storing the blank signs in the trunk of my car just because I have a pretty good size art room. Like it's a spare bedroom in my house and it's a decent size, but I have a lot of stuff in here already and these signs aren't small. But yeah, now that I'm done with that one, I've brought the next one upstairs. So I have that one and then I got one more in my car to do. I just wanted to come on and say that when I first accepted this opportunity, I was really, really, really scared that I wasn't going to finish this on time. Probably because like I normally work in oil, so I was like expecting to do one of them in oil. So I'm just like, oh my God, how am I going to finish this in time? Because they contacted me at like the very beginning of December and was like, we need these in a month, basically, a month and some change. And I was like super nervous, but I didn't want to say no because I felt like this was a good opportunity for me and it would be a good challenge for me, which it definitely has been. So the fact that it is January 9th and I only have 2 more signs to do, I feel super confident about it. And maybe now that I'm saying it out loud, like everything's going to go to shit. And, I'm hoping not, but I'm like really happy that it's coming together and the paintings look pretty good so far. Like, especially with it being in acrylic, because I don't normally work in acrylic, and acrylic has, since I've started working in oil, I used acrylic when I was younger. And since I've started working in oil paint, acrylic has become hard for me because oils dry slow and you can take your time and really work with them. Whereas acrylic, you have to hurry up. And I feel like working in acrylic has these, with these signs has actually felt really fun because it's like, I don't have time to really think too much about it. It's kind of like go with your instincts and hope for the best. Not really hope for the best, but like, it's allowing me to trust in every brushstroke that I put down instead of second guessing myself so much, which I already am naturally an overthinker. So I feel like oils are comfortable because it allows me to be the way that I naturally am and like overthinking things. And yeah, whereas acrylic is like getting me out of my comfort zone, but also it feels a little bit freeing because I'm not allowing myself to overthink. I'm allowing myself just to create, just do it. You feel like that's the right brush stroke. Your first instinct is probably right. Go with it and just do it. And it's just felt really, really good. And I want to take this experience with, trusting in myself and trusting in every brush stroke that it's going to be the right brush stroke to make. I want to carry that over into my oil painting. And hopefully that'll help me paint faster in oils too. Because like I said, I do kind of take my time and I'm kind of slow moving, but that's because I over process and overthink everything in my head. And I do have those times where I'm oil painting where I'm not thinking that hard about, especially if I'm like really jamming out to a fire playlist. It allows me to kind of like give up that control and just live in the moment. But I want that to be my normal, not like this was just a really good painting session type of thing. I want that to be my normal when it comes to painting in oil. So I want to carry that over, and I'm like really excited about it because I have 2 more commissions to do after this, and then I get to do my own thing. I get to paint the ideas that I've had in my head that I've been developing for months now, and I can't wait. I just can't wait. But yeah, so that's where I'm at now. It is afternoon time, like 4 or 5 o'clock. I really don't know what time it is. But I think I'm going to like chill for a while. And I'll probably come back up here later on in the evening and kind of start prepping this sign for the next painting. And then, yeah, talk to y'all later.